You'll see on this next stage, Crystal getting down and shooting underneath this low wall. And you can see her getting into a position that it makes most guys cringe just when they look at it. So I look at that and I am absolutely not going to be able to do that. So I need to come up with something else. Hi, I'm Ben from Practical Shooting Explained. Today, I'm talking about one of my favorite parts of practical shooting, and that's the problem-solving part. So, to help highlight this, I recently shot a match with Crystal, and I'm going to use some of the footage from that to explain different ways to solve problems. Now, the important thing to understand is that you're allowed to do things pretty much the way you want to do them as long as you don't violate a safety rule. So the scenarios are set up so that you can see targets from certain places and you're allowed to engage them as you like, in the order you like, generally speaking. And you can be moving or static, or shoot one-handed if you want, for a lot of different reasons. So it's free form. You're allowed to solve problems the way you want. So we'll start off with a pretty simple example. Here you can see Crystal moving through a stage, and she's going to stop, take one shot, and that's her engaging a steel knockdown target, and then move on. Okay, that's a conventional way to do things. She's going to stop, make sure she hits the target, and then move on. For me, if I want to take a little more risk, but maybe get a little bit faster time, I'm going to try to keep moving as I'm shooting. So you'll see me backing up and engaging that steel knockdown target as I'm backing up. It's more difficult to do it that way, but if I nail it, it's going to save me some time. However, there's an element of risk there that if it doesn't work out, if I start shooting at it and not hitting, and I have to stop anyway and then engage it and knock it down and then move on, that's going to add a lot of time to the clock. So that's not what I want to happen, but what I like is that before we shoot the stage, we can take a look at it and decide, how do you want to play it? How much risk are you willing to accept here? For me, I'm usually willing to accept a little bit of risk. Another example here is going to be a similar situation where there's this head box target. Now that's a fairly tight target. Again, you'll see Crystal standing there conventionally, making sure she gets clean hits on it, standing still, engaging it, and then moving away. For me, I'm gonna play it a little risky again on this stage. I'm gonna look to the target, transition onto it, and then start falling out of position as I'm shooting it. Is this risky? Absolutely. Absolutely, it's risky. And if I miss that head box, I'm going to eat a big penalty for it. However, if I hook up on it, I can save a little bit of time, maybe save half a second. And for me, I look at that and I decide that's worth it. The way your body's set up too also makes a big difference. You'll see on this next stage, Crystal getting down and shooting underneath this low wall. And you can see her getting into a position that it makes most guys cringe just when they look at it. So I look at that and I am absolutely not going to be able to do that. So I need to come up with something else. So what I decide to do is go down under the wall and shoot one-handed. Now, most people don't like to shoot one-handed when they're allowed to shoot two-handed, but you can see in this particular circumstance, getting down under a wall really quickly and shooting a target at minimal range, one-handed for me definitely seems like the way to go. Whereas for Crystal, her body's different. She can get down low, get two hands on the gun, and again, make sure she nails down the hit she wants. Whereas for me, I would need to get down quickly because I'm comfortable shooting one-handed. So there you go. That's one of my favorite elements of practical shooting, the problem solving, the risk management. I really like that, and that's why I'm always trying to build skill in order to get better, so I have more options available to me at the next match I go to. I can see something that other people aren't comfortable doing, and I look at that and I'm like, yeah, maybe I can do that. Maybe I'm willing to accept the risk. Maybe I'm willing to try it. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you have any comments or questions, put them down below, and we'll take the best of them, and we'll be making videos based on those.